Well, hello, my loves, and happy Sunday to you. So today I am finishing up my Molly journal with you. I'm doing the cover, I'm doing the last page, or a full page and the last page with you. And I've had mixed feelings about finishing up this journal. I was looking forward to it, and then as I kind of put the last finishing touches on it, it felt like a honest goodbye. And not that there will ever be a goodbye, but it's been almost 2 months, and this little journal has done more for me and my soul than I could even imagine. And as I was going back through it, because we're going to do a flip through, I saw the first page and how I felt and how shaky I was, and how much I wanted to create, but I had nothing in the tank. I mean, I didn't do anything for almost a month. And my first journal page with you was May 20th, 24th. And that was 24 days after I had done nothing. I had done no creating. And it was a hard re-entry. And I'm still not, and not that I don't know that I will ever be the same. And I really feel like this will change my art. But for now, I am being kind to myself about whatever whim happens. And I want to remind you of that too, that we need to be gentle with ourselves in different seasons. I talk about the seasons of our life all the time. And this is one of the hardest seasons I've had to face. And even in that hardest of seasons, I'm being gentle with myself. And I am allowing myself to just play like a child. Because that's all sometimes I have the bandwidth to do. Some days I feel like I'm ready to conquer the world again and create some amazing art. And and it's coming back, but like I have a whole bunch of art that's waiting to be finished that I was working on 2 different series right before all of this happened, and it was going to launch this month. Or no, it was going to launch in June. And there's just no way. And so I finally, yesterday, pulled out one of the pieces that I wanted to edit and did a few things on it. And I still felt like, I honestly feel like I want to change the names and the meanings of every single piece, because I'm not there anymore. I'm not in that same place that I was when I created them. But I'm going to finish those up. I've got some little last minute touches, and then I'm going to create the next series from what's happening now. And I don't know what those will look like, but I will say that this little tiny journal has done more for my soul than I could have ever imagined. And I allowed myself the space to do whatever it was. And of course I used Molly's supplies and I now have this wonderful fascination and love for watercolor. How long that will last, I don't know, but I'm going to follow it until I'm done. And I just want to encourage you, whatever season you're in, be gentle with yourself and do just the small things that help you express, or help you mourn, or help you love, or help you celebrate, whatever season you're in. And don't expect too much. Just dabble and play, and allow the time that you're taking to do its job. It'll bring you back to a place of something of substance for you. When I did the first few pages of this journal, I felt almost, I was numb, and some days I still am. And I can see it. I can see it in the progression of the pages. And I can see it. I can see in the pages the shift and what I'm exploring and what just everything. I know me personally what was happening on those pages on those days, and what an amazing document of Molly and my time with her through this journal page. And a lot of the pages you didn't get to, I didn't create them with you because they were it was too much for me. And I filmed the ones where I felt a little bit better and safer to do. So anyway, I want to get on with the video, and I want to show you what I've done. I want to do a flip through right now and share a couple of things that inspired the cover and that kind of thing. So let's take a look. This is, I love this journal. It is my heart. The cover is made from fabric, which again is an ode to Molly and her scrappiness. She was a collector of fabrics and reused things and made patches on her clothes and all those kinds of things. Well, right before I was getting ready to do this video, I received a package from Donna. Thank you, Donna. I was so incredibly blessed. And it was full. Let me grab. This isn't even all of it, but it was filled with fabrics, all in Molly's favorite colors, blue. I mean, I just cried. It was such a blessing. And then just tons of blues, papers, and just every little thing. Just all kinds of goodness in here. It just blessed my heart. So when I saw the fabric, I was like, oh, prayers are answered. I know what I'm going to do. Oh, the other thing too was in this package was this. I've never heard of this brand, acrylic paint markers. They are amazing. I did a test of all of them. Let's see. I'm trying to think. What did I do? I've been testing so many different things. Sometimes that's all I can do for the day is either clean or test. And which then takes me down this road. Well, I need more supplies to test, so I better get some more. But these are colored pencils, all in blues. But these are fantastic. I don't know where the test sheet is. This is what happens when I clean up. So then I went online, and they have all different colors. I can't wait. I think they come today as I'm filming this. They have all like pinks and magentas, all like browns and earth tones, and I'm so excited. And they have a ball in the inside. It's a paintbrush tip, nice, rich, thick. So I don't know how they will last, but I love them. So thank you, Donna. And I just want to say thank you to everyone. I have received more little goodies, homemade cards, all kinds of stuff. I mean, almost every other day, it's like something new arrives, and I just feel so grateful. So I used for the cover those fabrics, and I also used one of Molly's stamps in here, and you'll see. I'm going to show you all of this. I did use bookbinding tape for the spine, which also connects my fabric scrap that closes up the journal. And then I did want to share with you, I found this is Prima Marketing's watercolor set. And I love the size of it because it can travel really well, and I want to start doing more of that with my watercolor since I'm getting more familiar. But look at this color palette. And I want to check out, they have a whole bunch of different color palettes like this, and I like that because I have more watercolor than a person should have right now, but I'm allowing myself. But I'm learning color mixing with watercolors, and you can obviously see here my color palette that I love. These are Artezas, but I want to try and get specific colors and have just a small palette with my, like this doesn't have any magenta in it. This is kind of a maroon color. Like I want to take a small pan and put it in here so that I can then take that with me. But I'm exploring. I actually found my whole box full of watercolors that I'd forgotten. And I have, this is Artezas. This is Paul Rubens, which I love this watercolor. It's really rich. And it has an umber, a sepia, and this ivory black, which I love. I love. Obviously, I use that color a lot. And then, let's see. I got another set of Paul Rubens that has a vibrant, it's a more of a vibrant color palette. But look at those colors. So and then I have Daniel Smith's. Daniel Smith's is too expensive for me. I love her. Her colors are like this color palette right here. This magenta, moon glow, my favorite colors. They're very expensive. Like I wanted to buy a new tube of a lunar blue because I use it a lot. Same with the magenta's almost gone. So I was going to buy another tube, and I was like, oh. So I'm exploring some other ones. And when I find the ones I really like, and then I also tried another brand, which we'll see. I'll let you know. But I'm allowing myself this for right now because it helps. So but I love this little tin. And if I can create just a few more colors in here, it's like all I need. It's a little tiny on my table. So we'll see. We'll see how I move forward on that. Okay. The other thing we're doing is I'm creating some butterflies. So we're going to do this last page, emerging. But this is all watercolor. And I stamped my butterflies with watercolor. And I'm going to show you that. But I also used Daniel Smith's transparent watercolor ground, which I am beginning to love. I wasn't using it right the first time. That's what I mean. It takes time to figure things out, how it's going to work best for how I want them, because I want to create on collage paper, and I can't do watercolor like I want on top of matte medium. So I have to put my paper down and then put some transparent watercolor ground over it, and then I've got this ground that's going to hold my watercolor better. Okay. So let's just do a quick flip through. This is the first page, and I remember how shaky I was doing this page. And I created some papers, and I used those papers again, and everything felt clunky, and I couldn't think. I was numb. I used Molly's stamps, and we are right now in the process of creating cards and stencils from her stamps to put in the shop, and then 20% of that of the profit is going to go to the American Foundation of Mental Health to do a donation to them monthly. So Molly stamps. I put this together using her stamps for the services, and we pass these out in the services that we did for Molly. More of the papers that I made, more of her stamps. This was a stencil and just collage paper. I made these were this was also, I did this with a stencil, and then I have a lot of writing in here that it's my place to talk to Molly. Collage paper. I made these so simple, nothing mind-blowing, shattering, or anything. one day at a time. And I think you saw this one, and I don't know, maybe this one. More watercolor playing. This one. When does this feel real? I don't know that it ever will. More watercolor, more words to Molly. Watercolor practice, putting the pieces back together. Yep, we'll see. And brave choices, one step at a time. One day at a time. One moment at a time. 1 minute at a time. Sometimes that's what it feels like. And I'm just playing with the new pens that I got and my different watercolors that I have. I see you in everything, which I do. Just keep going. Gotta keep going. Hanging on. Watercolor play. I think this was the last Sundays. More watercolor experimenting. Even when life feels heavy, there's still moments of beauty that carry beauty. And that is the truth. Even in the darkest days, there's still beauty. Hope often appears quietly, which is this space. This is where hope happens so often. And then in the arms of my loved ones and the calls from the other kids, hope happens. And that hope gives me beauty. More watercolor play. I did all of this watercolor on a gessoed piece of a transparent ground piece of collage paper, and then did some practice with the colors, and then cut them out and put them down. Love it. This was an experiment. I have this stack. I can't even show it to you. It's probably this thick wide of tissue paper that I was going to use for some projects and some things in the membership, and I never got to do that. And it has different patterns, and one of the patterns was just this little, let's see if I can show it to you. Okay, I couldn't find it. It's in the stack of that's this big. But it had different flowers. There were 3 different tissue papers, and they're like this, just regular tissue papers. This is right here. There's all these different tissue papers, like tons of them on here. And I had all these different flowers, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to accentuate them. And so I just used my marker, my Gray Bee acrylic marker, and did some outlining. I mean, simple stuff. The things that I love. And this was the test of those blue pens. These are all those colors. This is the color palette, the new color palette that I just got. This one. That's this. It's mindless work. It's no thought, no pressure, and that's what I need right now. I can tune everything out. I can put music on, I can put a book on, and I can stop the things that go on in my head, and that's what this does for me. It's finding comfort in the little things. And so this is what we're going to be making today, and my last page and my last little journal entry, and all of this is watercolor. These are the markers that Donna gave me, and then my cover. That is what we are doing today. Okay, my loves, I hope that you enjoy the rest of the last few things in Molly's journal. And I'm so grateful that you have allowed me to just be real in the journey of this journal. And I will continue to be real. But this was pretty raw. I mean, it was very personal. And I'm just grateful that you have joined me on this journey and that are continuing to join me. And who knows what kind of wonderful things I have planned coming up. All I know is that it's going to be easy for a while because I don't have the capacity dive in any deeper. The less stress, the better. And whatever play that looks like, we are on this journey together, and I'm grateful for that. And I hope that maybe if you need that simplicity, and, I'm really trying to find watercolor in with mixed media. So I want to come up with some really fun ways to do it. And I want to take you along on the journey. So, okay, my loves, I'll stop talking and we'll get creating. But I just want to say thank you for all of your love and your support. And I want to encourage you to not stop creating when it gets hard. Do the ugly journal page. You've seen mine. Do the just swishes of brushstrokes. Use the easy supplies like watercolors or pens or whatever. Make it easy and do it anyway. Put on a book or something and just tune out the world, and it does wonders for the soul. So I want to encourage you today to keep going no matter what, in everything. All right, my loves, I hope your Sunday is restful and peaceful, and I hope that you always, always know that you are loved.